If you're thinking about investing, you probably know that many different investment instruments and strategies exist, and that they vary significantly in their risk and return. The sheer number of options can leave a lot of people confused and unsure of where to begin and how to plan their investments. This is the start of a series of posts on the basics of investing, the investing options available to you, investment strategies, and much more. The best place to start your investing journey, however, is not with what options you have, but rather with a self-assessment that will allow you to flesh out your long-term financial goals, capital availability, timeline, and appetite for risk. Bear in mind that there is no right answer to any of these questions and that the responses will vary significantly from person to person, and probably even for the same person at different points in their life. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Be sure to note down the answers to these questions. They'll come in handy in subsequent posts when we dive into investment instruments and strategies that you can use to optimize your portfolio. 1. How old are you and when do you plan to retire? Younger investors tend to have more time to recuperate their losses and can therefore, generally afford to take more risk. 2. What is your income? 3. What are your monthly expenses? This includes any debt service payments that you need to make. 4. How much can you afford to invest immediately, and on an ongoing basis? 5. What are your investing goals? Do you want to invest for the short term or the long term? Are you saving for retirement or saving up to buy a car or a house? Or maybe you have children and you're saving up for their education. Whatever your end goals are, note them down. 6. Do you want your investments to be liquid? In other words, do you want to be able to cash them out easily, or are you okay with having your money tied up for extended periods of time? 7. Do you want to manage your investments yourself, or would you rather pay someone to do it for you? And if you want to manage your investments yourself, how much time do you want to spend doing so on an ongoing basis? 8. And lastly, how would you feel if your investments lost 20% of their value overnight? Are you willing to assume higher risk if higher risk also means the potential for higher return, or would you prefer a lower return in exchange for more stability in your investments? In addition to objective measures, risk tolerance also has a psychological aspect to it, and while the phrase, high risk, higher return, has assumed cliché status, it's probably not a good idea to take on so much risk that it keeps you up at night. Now that you have the answers to these fundamental questions penned down, we can dive into investment instruments and strategies in future posts to help you build the right portfolio.